Yo, what up guys? I was on a popular YouTubers event and a Warden managed to ruin the whole event. But before we get into that, you should like and subscribe because I will be posting many more Minecraft related videos and you don't want to miss out. Now, you should know that the goal of the event is to be the last one standing. I will be the last one standing. As Skeppy finally starts the event, I head to my cell since this is a prisoner's event. Here's Brandon Poop, my first roommate. Here, Skeppy sets an obvious trap that sadly many will fall to. As they follow him, obviously many die, but not me. While I watch them running back, Skeppy's obviously chasing them, and he tells them that he'll kill anyone who doesn't listen. Here, I was very proud to tell you that I made this skin myself and that I better make top 5 at least for all the effort I've made. As we're waiting for the event to continue, my first roommate gets brutally murdered and Brendan Poop is no more. Then, Skeppy tells us to come to the common area where I get in his face for some reason. Then, after showing us the day's meal, which is a singular bone, he tells us to get back to our cells as soon as possible unless you want to die. In my cell, I see this Steve guy starts dancing around, which frustrates Skeppy a lot. After he finally gets Skeppy's attention, I'm thinking this whole cell's gonna die, so I say no. Luckily he chose to not kill the whole cell, but for this Steve guy, we never see him again. After getting in a lion for no specific reason, we go outside for what he calls a little swim. Little did I know, I jumped carelessly in the water even though the void was right there. And when it's finally time to get out, it's night for some reason. Oh yeah, the reason being, there's zombies and creepers everywhere ready to kill us. As I get a new cell, I also get a new roommate. Don't get too attached though, I tend to curse my roommates for some reason. Soon enough, morning is here and we're told to go to the common area. Me being curious and not seeing Skeppy around, I see that he's close to my cell, so I go to investigate. He swings his sword at me, which kills me instantly. Being the great guy that he is, he revives me at least. For lunch this time, we get poison. For some reason, people seem to be enjoying this meal more than the previous one, as I see everyone making noise during the whole dinner. As we're ordered back to our cells, a trap has been placed. Knowing my skills, I do the jump, because I would never fail such an easy jump. Come on now. As I'm relaxing in my cell, Skeppy comes to me and sets an obvious trap. He wants me to pick up the sword so that he can kill me for stealing it. Having mastered the art of not dying to stupid things, I don't pick up the sword and I survive, of course. After taking a nap and seeing the guy next door get bullied, I get rewarded with potions of no effect. That's better than nothing, I suppose. We're going back to the common area where the easy jump is waiting for us. But, being the master of not dying to stupid things, I see an obvious hit and take no risk. I used the potions of nothingness to try and cure the poison, but nothing happens. Then we're ordered into a hole where, again, nothing happens, but Skeppy sets a new rule where if you're caught breaking any blocks, you die. And then we're going back to the cell, but there's the easy jump waiting for us. We do it, and we're back to the cell. Back in the cell, I accidentally break a block. Well, 2 blocks, and the guy next door seems to be just as anxious about breaking the block as I am. A scary question is asked by Skeppy, but everyone stays quiet. The next day, we get asked whether we'd like to escape or not. I make it very clear that I would never want that. He seems satisfied with my answer. Once again, before the cells, the easy jump. Being surprised by the effect of the potion, I miss the jump and see my adventure end. But, for some reason, Skeppy kills everyone except for me. I make it back to my cell, where Skeppy follows me and looks at me in a very intimidating way. Once again, he spares my life. As PvP gets turned on, once again a rule is set, no punching. Back to the common room we go, and as I think you will understand, I decide to skip the jump this time. Now, for some reason, I have a golden apple. Since he could have easily killed me many times, I feel it's only fair to give it to him. I'm trying to win him over. After that, he tells everyone to get in a 1x1 hole. he swings an axe, and one unlucky prisoner dies. He then frees us from the hole, but after a few minutes of waiting, I start hearing arrows flying. That's because Skeppy is trying to murder us, but from far away this time. I make a run for it. I make it to my cell, I get in, and I survive. After barely being in my cell, we again are asked to go to the common area. We are asked to go in the hole once again, but this time he reveals a secret tunnel. We follow him. He reveals he's been having infinite fool this whole time, but since no one trusts him, everyone who's down here now is going to die. Obviously, we make it run for it. I get up the ladder and find my way back to the common area. You're not gonna believe me, but we're asked to go to our cells once again. He's back at it with his bow, but I still survive. As I look around, I know for a fact I'm in top 10. For some reason, Skeppy comes to my cell and wants to end my event. He aims his bow at me and... he shoots me. He revives me though. Only to shoot me again. Only to revive me again. I'm just as confused as you are because in the end, he lets me live. You won't guess where I'm going next. It's the common area. It's the wonderful place. He says he's tired of us. He starts dropping TNT on everyone, but I'll let you watch my ninja skills. After this masterclass of mine, the cell. During the night, he wants to gain his prisoner's trust and asks his thief to follow him for a midnight stack. It goes well and everyone lives happily ever after. That's until I hear this. The Warden. By watching this video, you have seen the title and the thumbnail, so you know that's where things take a turn for the worst. Me, having not played too much of the newer versions of Minecraft, I run directly from my cell to the common area, but I still suffer no consequences. The other cellmates make it to the common area and that's when I realize I am top 5. The day lasts exactly 23.7 seconds and we're asked to go back in confinement where the Warden is waiting for us. I make a mistake that will cost me the event. Having not played too much of the newer versions, I, again, run directly past the Warden. This time though, he would not let me get away so easily. When I finally make it back to my cell, I find that our guard has been killed. At least, these items will help me against the Warden. Even with all the apples, it would not be long before I die, and Skeppy watches me suffer. I look at Skeppy saying no, and for some reason, he actually helps me and opens a way for me to escape. Unfortunately though, anywhere I went, the Warden also went. Looking back at it, I could have tried to kill it, but the past is the past, and I will have to be back to win another event.